Welcome to the Canadian Construction Association's Unconference, a creative way to showcase some of the sessions, expert speakers, and thought leadership that were planned for San Diego. C'est aussi un moment où nous reconnaissons et célébrons la contribution importante de notre président sortant, John Bockstael, au cours de ses nombreuses années au service de l'industrie. John, we are a stronger association thanks to your guidance, and I invite you to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Mary. That's a very flattering comment. Bonjour, je suis John Bockstael, ancien président du Conseil de l'Association de construction canadienne. On se trouve dans une situation unique. J'ai déjà quitté le poste de président du Conseil et j'ai passé le flambeau à Joe Roble, le 18 mars. Depuis ce temps-là, on a tous subi des expériences bouleversantes en face du pandémique. Mais avec cette conférence virtuelle, laissez-moi vous dire quelques mots. Hello, my name is John Bockstael, past chair of the Canadian Construction Association. It is unusual circumstances and times that bring us together for this virtual unconference. On February 28th, the Governance Committee had their first discussion about the potential cancellation of the conference in sunny San Diego. And by March 8th, by virtue of our organization's ability to consult with many across Canada, the 2019 board made the very prudent decision to cancel San Diego. Although I've already passed on the title of CCA Chair, CCA offered me this chance to say a few words on this virtual unconference. So here we are on June 15th, where I've made significant changes in our lives and our businesses to forge ahead. And now I am reenacting my planned AGM speech after some editing that was to have been delivered on March 18th. So first, let's acknowledge the traditional territories of the First Nations peoples of Canada, the Ojibwe, the Anishinaabe, the Cree, the Oji Cree, and the Dene peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. Firstly, getting back to my speech, I'd like to sincerely thank my board and the executive committee for their effective work. Some of us worked together at this for quite a long time, and I thank you for your many contributions. As chair in those days, you spent a lot of time with the governance committee. So I'd like to say special thanks to, first of all, Zaya Mir, who drove the diversity file out of necessity for our industry at a very important time and has shared her much needed perspectives that have helped the CCA. And to Ray Bassett, I thank you for your insight and ability to ask pertinent questions. Your thought leadership and ability to bring issues into focus have been definite assets for the CCA. It has been a pleasure working with you. And I also thank those that I followed through governance into the chair's role, and that being Anibal Valente, Gil Brulat, and Chris McNally. And to you, Mary, CCA President, and her staff for their support. Mary, thank you for an excellent year. I'm sure it brought more opportunities than any of us had counted on, and you responded with tremendous poise. And then there's these last 3 months, which have brought on a whole new spectrum of challenges that you have met head on to help the industry. On the lighter side, I also want to thank you, Mary, for being an excellent chauffeur on the chair's tour, despite my poor reading of the Google navigation app. Although your interpretation of what constitutes a big SUV is somewhat different than mine, we still got around Southern Ontario quite well. Also, special thanks to the supporting cast of the chair's tour, Robin Bourne and Patricia Goujon in particular. They work out event plans and schedules with the LCAs. So I thank you for looking out for me. To Eric Lee, a guy who helped me through my introduction to CCA, you are a stalwart of the CCA brand, Eric, and you supported me in my management of committees through the years. Thanks for everything, and do remember that I am still leading in our Ottawa versus Winnipeg sports bets. It has also been a pleasure meeting and working with the idea generators of CCA, to Rodrigue, Kenny, Liam, Nicole, Teresa, Kersey, Mark, Hillary, Lynn, and many more that I can't quite remember. I thank you all. So I better get on with my talk. As I wrote this, it said just a few weeks ago, but we better have to scratch that and say a few months ago, as I sat down to write this speech, I wondered where the heck the time had gone. I reflected on the remarks I made in Bermuda a year prior to that, as we were entering the second year of our strategic plan. I had highlighted the workforce, innovation, governance renewal, and uniting the industry to proactively champion issues that matter as my priorities. We have accomplished a lot together. I'm very proud of my role in chairing the association through such a dynamic and critical time. The governance renewal is a monumental change for 2020, with lots of credit due to Joe Roble, our incoming chair, for his hard work, perseverance, and dedication to this file, as well as to the working group, and ultimately to the board, who had the courage to endorse the change. I believe we will be stronger as an association because of this change, with greater capacity to deliver targeted advocacy initiatives. Our industry has 1.5 million workers and represents 7.5% of the GDP. We are huge. We matter to the economic well-being of our country, but some of those workers and their employers are not participating at our table because their area associations do not belong. If you've noticed, I keep referring to CCA as we, even though I am no longer on the board. That's because, just like you, I am a member of CCA by virtue of my membership in my local Winnipeg Construction Association. So CCA is you as well. L'ACC, c'est vous. For CCA to be even stronger, we need to broaden that membership into more corners of Canada and engage with other affiliated industry associations to make our voice louder. We need to get every voice to bring their issues out in the open so we can work together on constructive solutions. Of course, we also need to keep growing our mutual value proposition and working together to grow our common membership. Remaining attuned to membership needs and staying relevant to the discussions was a common theme amongst many associations. Yes, an association may not be consulted every day, but it still needs consistent support to stay proactive. When a challenge emerges, our associations have to be ready and capable to reply and take action. Healthy membership numbers drive association success in keeping the industry healthy. Les derniers événements ont prouvé que nous devons être plus souples, plus efficaces dans nos réponses et interactions avec le gouvernement et nos associations partenaires afin de mieux répondre à vos besoins. Nous avons passé ce premier test et haut la main. Bravo à tous. It has been an honor to serve as chair and to be a member of CCA's board for 15 years. Sure, there were some long hours, but the people I met were terrific. Their perspectives added to my knowledge, and the experience I gained is immeasurable. I can only hope that I brought healthy stewardship to CCA and have succeeded in making the association better. I know that I am but a small contributor to a 102-year history, and that it will forever be in the good hands of the industry leaders to come. Les dernières 15 années ont été, pour moi, une expérience unique. J'ai eu la chance de rencontrer des gens extraordinaires, complètement dédiés au bien-être de l'industrie. Now for a thanks to my family. Being chair also requires the support of my family and my team at Bockstael Construction. I have been very grateful to have Monique by my side on this multi-year journey. Thanks for looking after everything else when I was absent. Thanks to my sons, Nick and Dan, and our partner, Carmen Militano, for their tremendous leadership of Bockstael Construction. Along with a strong management team and supporting cast, I thank you for taking on the additional responsibilities in my many absences. So now to Joe Roble, this year's CCA Chair. Joe, as I already said, the CCA 2020 is yours, and you have played a major role in shaping it. I'm sorry this pandemic has gotten in the way of running a traditional chair's tour, and these last 3 months have been a little tumultuous. But I know you are already handling it with your optimistic outlook. I have greatly enjoyed our time together on the board and recent years on the governance committee. I have appreciated your candor, your ability to defray any tension over contentious items, your humility in your approach to everyone, and your patient evaluation of all options. And by the way, your guitar playing and singing have been enjoyed by many on the board through our time together. So above all, I've appreciated your friendship, and through these years, I will stay in touch. It was with great pleasure that I passed to Joe Roble the Canadian Construction Association gavel by that virtual AGM back in March, the official symbol of the CCA Chair's authority. I know that you'll be successful in fulfilling those chair's duties, and one day I'll hand over this lapel pin to you when we meet again. So my very best wishes to the Canadian Construction Association, to the newly elected board, and all its members for many successful wins ahead. Thank you.
John, it was a milestone year for the CCA. Thank you so much for helping me and the staff to bring CCA's vision to life. We could not have advanced our mission to inspire a progressive, innovative, and sustainable construction industry without your passion and leadership. Au nom du Conseil d'administration de l'ACC, des membres et du personnel, merci John et Monique.